Jake Paul will beat Tommy Fury is not what's going to happen. Now I know there's quite a bunch of people here who sees this as a 50-50 fight, but ultimately the edge still goes to Tommy Fury. Tommy hasn't fought the biggest names himself, and most of his opponents were pretty much journeymen. I mean, the first guy he fought had over 100 losses, but he has at least been tested by guys who are actually decent boxers, in that of Jordan Grant and Daniel Buchansky. And in these fights, Tommy showed he does have some skill. However, he still has a long way to go if he wants to reach the level of the best guys in his division. Despite this, his level of competition still far outweigh anyone Jake has ever fought. People always like to bring up how Jake has one-punch knockout powers in his hands, but he was fighting guys who never boxed in their lives and were in the twilight stages of their careers. Anyone who's been training a couple of years would look like a power puncher against those guys. I mean, he's only fought a YouTuber, an NBA player, and 3 MMA fighters, 2 of which specialized in wrestling, and the other one, Anderson Silva, was like 47. This talk of Tommy being afraid of Jake makes no sense because Jordan Grant and Daniel Buchansky alone are much bigger challenges than he is and anyone else Jake has fought. However, all the pressure is on Tommy right now and he really has to perform well against Jake. He can't just win. He needs to win in devastating fashion and by a knockout victory if he wants to be taken seriously as a boxer and if he actually thinks about attaining a world title. His family even told him not to come back home if he loses. This to me will be the biggest problem for Tommy. Not necessarily the skills of Jake, but the amount of pressure that's being put on him, and he might go in a bit reckless. Jake, on the other hand, has nothing to lose in this fight, and to be honest, I don't think he's gonna stop boxing even if he loses. Basically, I think Tommy is superior to Jake in all aspects of boxing. Jake is by no means a completely horrible boxer with zero skills, but his actual skill level has been way overrated because the quality of competition he's faced makes him out to be a knockout monster. If Jake does however win, then it does put him in a position to slowly work up to a world title, and this video would be a fail. So go ahead and make fun of me in the comments if I fail this prediction. But I just don't see it happening. As long as Tommy doesn't let the pressure get to his head and not take Jake lightly, then it should be smooth sailing. What do you guys think?